All right. Let's do this shit. You ever think about doing something, and the more you start to do whatever it is you're thinking about doing, the more your brain is just fighting you and saying, "No, this is not a good idea." Like, a lot of times when I go to make a video, my brain goes, "Nobody wants to fucking hear what you're saying." Um, and then some cases that might be true. Some of you might not want to hear what I'm saying, but some of you might really enjoy what I got to say, and I really don't care. I'm just going to do what I got to do here. But and it just keeps fighting you, but then you just do it anyways. And then there's sometimes there's a backlash for what you did. I'm sure that's how Sony PlayStation is reveling in it right now. Because, yeah, unfortunately, it seems like, I don't know. I mean, you can go to probably Reddit and other places and Twitter and whatnot, and it's still probably a lot of people getting mad about the physical disc thing. If you're not aware, Sony is killing physical disc January 2028. Might as well say the end of 27 because it means they're probably not putting out nothing physically in 28. And to me, that's bullshit. Fuck Sony for that. I actually have a YouTube short called "Fuck Sony" or "Fuck PlayStation" or something like that. I actually went out and bought a disc drive. I had no physical games. I used to have two, but I ended up selling them when I sold my old PS5 because I got the Pro. I went out and got a disc drive for my PS5 Pro, and I bought like some physical games here. We got Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync, brand new. Even came with a cool little art book and flag with the map on the back, poster type thing. Then we had Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I picked that up used. It was $20 or something. And this is where, like, if you go on the PlayStation Store, I'm not sure right now, but I made a second video talking about this game right here, Metal Gear Solid, because that game, I got it for brand new 25.38 at Walmart. That's why we need to keep physical games because Sony, is going to control the market. They're going to make a hell of a lot more money. And then, I wanted to get into I Google search PlayStation, and I'm going to bring this up on the screen here. I hit the wrong thing. There we go. But yeah, we got this. This is when you Google search PlayStation. This is the page you get. One news article from Yahoo News Canada. Oh wait a minute, it changed because this wasn't here. That's the funny thing. I guess it changes when I first, or am I on? Because I went to 3 pages in. Yeah, I'm on page one now. But da, 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 da. This is emulator no place. There's not much talking about the story of Killing Disc. Sony 20 right there. It is all of a sudden again. Cut off locks out 122 countries from future games. See, I mean, there's so much bullshit to this that some people ain't gonna be able to play because they don't have internet connection, and that's just. I, hmm. I got another video coming up about GTA 6 and their bullshit. I won't be buying it. Not unless I can get it physically. They better put it on fucking disc. But moving on from that, we're gonna I was gonna read some of this. More than 320,000 people signed Winnipeg Video Game Store petition to keep physical disc spinning. Um, of course, we all know that they announced it on July 1st that they'll stop producing physical disc. And I'd like to know why it is. Why is it just video games? You buy a DVD or Blu-ray, it's on the disc. You You don't buy a book and open it up and like 50 pages are printed out and then you got to download the rest. You don't, nothing is, everything is physical. You buy, you own, you have. You can, I have a fourth game right now that's being borrowed by a friend. The 007 First Light. I already beat it, so I was like, "Oh, you want to play it? Yeah, okay, here." Um, all I got to say is, when it's said and done, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I don't make mistakes. I'm not saying that I wouldn't want to make the most money possible, but I also know that greed usually kills the companies. And then there's another story that goes along with this. Them talking about PlayStation 6 being a PlayStation 6 being an all handheld. I might make a whole video on that, but if that's the case, they're stupid. I only say they're stupid because Nintendo's got the handheld market pretty well, and then you got the Steam Deck. PlayStation's going to be making a major mistake if they go digital or go handheld. Unless you own the actual dish, you don't own it. Right there, it says it. Let's just read some of this. As of Thursday, more than 320,000 people have signed the online petition called "Don't Kill the Disc," started by PMP Games, which has 3 stores in Winnipeg. We definitely know that the physical isn't dead. We know that there is demand, said Lee. Whatever. I just got to work. I don't know how you pronounce it. PMP's production and promotion manager. The goal is to keep physical options on the table for those who want it, he said. A download code or a digital code or digital purchase is very much a license. If you read that small print that pops up when you're making those purchases, it lets you know it can be revoked, the guy said, adding, Eric, I don't know how you pronounce that. I suck at names. Adding games you buy could disappear from your console if there are licensing changes or the game is pulled from the platform. I mean, see, that's just. I mean, yeah, I guess they could probably stop you from playing it if it's on a disc too. But if the whole game is on a disc, they cannot stop that. I mean, at least they shouldn't be able to. It's ridiculous. They want to be able to stop it. So 3 years after you buy it, you have to buy it again, probably, if you want to play it again. That's just bullshit. I mean, look how many times they keep selling us. Skyrim has been sold on every freaking platform. I don't know how many times, and I'm not even a Skyrim fan, but I know about it. Played it. It's not, I don't hate it. It's just not my cup of tea as much. Um, and there's wow, my brain. The Last of Us. It started on PlayStation 3, remastered for 4, remade for 5. I mean, they just want to be able to sell us the same fucking game over and over and keep charging us more money to be able to play the same game over and over. And they don't care about legacy media. They don't care about anything that consumers actually give a fuck about. Well, not all, but a lot of consumers. Um, Now there's no choice in buying new Grand Theft Auto 6. You will buy it digitally. No, it won't. Yeah, there is a choice. I just won't be playing the game, and I'll make sure that anything pops up about GTA 6, I don't even watch it. So if you have a channel and you're talking about GTA 6, don't expect me to watch your fucking video. No offense to you, but no, I am boycotting GTA 6 until they give me a physical disc. Um, Emma Volson, assistant professor of game studios at Brock University, says she felt ripped off when she recently bought a special edition pack of Resident Evil generation for the Nintendo Switch 2 and only found a container key card. The box contained, I can't read. Found the box contained key cards that unlock digital download. Yeah, see, that's as an expert in the field, she's not surprised Sony plans to shift towards a digital only release model. We see a lot of platforms are trying to move consumers towards a model where we don't actually own things, said Wilson, who has observed companies moving towards more of a streaming model in recent years. Walton, who collects video games and other physical media, says she doesn't buy Sony's suggestion. Wait a minute. She doesn't buy Sony's suggestion. It's ending physical disc production because it wants it's because what? This production because that's what consumers want. I can't read today. I don't know a single person who is happy with this decision, she said. Lawson doesn't think consumer outrage will change Sony's decision, as she believes that the company will continue to do whatever will make them the most money in the long term. Yeah, I know that's the sad part right there. But I'm going to keep making a video about this pretty much every fucking week until either they change their mind or until I just get worn the fuck out by it. I'm going to bring up articles like this. I'm going to bring up any conversation pieces I can find about it. And we're just going to beat it, and beat it to keep it alive until, like I said, probably until the end of the year, maybe even into next year. We'll see how long it goes. But I'm going to continue every week or so. I'm going to be putting out a video about this topic. And I'm going to keep reminding the world and whoever decides to click on my fucking videos that PlayStation can go to hell with their bullshit. And this will be the greed and the downfall of their company 15 years from now, 20 years from now, whatever it is. Trust me, it's coming. If we're still here, because there's the 80-year thing, and maybe we're going to go into a major war and the world's going to end. Who knows? And then we got this article right here. One little last article I'll touch on here. PlayStation physical media backlash is starting to annoy publishers who pay good money to advertise, says Leak. Is it worth paying Sony to advertise your game if no one actually no one wants to actually talk about it? Sony's decision to move away from physical game discs continues to dominate social media discussions. See, I'm not on the social media. I don't have. I mean, I had a Twitter. I don't have a Twitter or X or whatever hell it's called now. Many fans using the company's official accounts to voice their frustration. Nearly every PlayStation post has been met with thousands of comments criticizing the decision, regardless of what the post is. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. A lot of different creators. You know, they could be talking about a new game coming out and be like, no digital or no disc, no disc, no disc. You know, everybody's just like fucking going crazy about no disc. And that's good. That's good. Let's keep it up. Let's keep the backlash so bad that they just either have to reverse course. Either they're going to reverse course or they're just going to accept the fact that they're about to lose a lot of business. They think it's not going to be that big of a deal, but they do not realize there was the other article said like 100 and something, what was that? 122 countries cut off. You know, not everybody has fucking internet. You know, I'm lucky I have internet. It costs me money, but I have internet. You know, there was a time years ago that I didn't have internet. Um, so it's just like they don't get it. They don't get it. They're greedy, and their greed is what's going to be their downfall. Like I said, they're going to be. The rumor is PlayStation 6 might be a handheld device. That might be why they want to kill disc, because you can't put a disc in that. You cannot put. I mean, I don't see where you could put a disc in that. And if they're going handheld, they're stupid. That's the best summary I can give you. They are stupid. Because first of all, you have the Steam Deck, then you have the Nintendo Switch, and they got the handheld stuff down. Why does Sony think they need to go handheld? Who wants a freaking Sony PlayStation handheld? I mean, they already released the one thing that was a handheld, but you can't really take it anywhere. It's connected to your PlayStation 5 or whatever. I don't know. I think they're just the decisions some of these companies are making are baffling me. It's like I started off the thing. You make a decision, you start to act on it, and then your brain's going, "What the hell are you thinking?" But apparently their brain didn't do that. Apparently their brain said, "Oh, it's a good idea. We're going to make lots of money." But no, it's actually going to make you lots less money in the long run. Guarantee it. With that, gamer grinding is out. We will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that. If you made it this far, you're a champ. I appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next one.